Hi, I'm Vicky Teal. I just wrote a wonderful book, The Absolute Woman, and I wanted to show you the person who started it all for me, Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle. I was born Vicky Teal, Vicki, and at 10 years old, my dad took me to a baseball game in Washington, and we got to see the New York Yankees, and Mickey Mantle played, and that was it. Mickey, and I became Vickey, and then Vicky. So that's my label, Vicky Teal. Everything was from Mickey Mantle. Thank you, Mickey. As a little girl, I wanted to be a fashion designer. It was my dream. Starting at 10, 12 years old, I got sewing machines and I started to sew. And this is what I want to tell designers and people who are artists, to beware of their teachers. I went to Parsons Fashion School, and while I was in Parsons Fashion School, I was sewing in Greenwich Village making clothes to pay for my lifestyle. I was making, this is 1961, 2 and 3, I'm making mini skirts, and I'm making leather skirts and vests and handbags, and I sold a lot of these, and I take the leather and I cut like that and I push the beads up, and this was my most famous outfit. It's also leather pants for gorgeous men. This is Vicky's beaded vest. I still have it. My beaded skirt, and you could sleeve all the way up because the slits were all the way to the thigh. As you walked, the leather went like that. Mine was in beige suede, and my beads were multicolored like the American Indian colors, reds and blues and greens, little beads going. And so you walked, and then you wore little boots with this. 1961, 2 and 3. I sold this in Greenwich Village. I went to school, and we had the most famous designer in the world, our teacher, Norman Norell. He came to our school and he was worshipped, and Parsons Fashion School, we had Norman Norell. We all sat down. We were like 20 students, and he lectured us, and he explained to us, and he helped us make fashions. And these are some of my Norell sketches. This is a Norell. This is an original Norell that I drew in 61, 62. There's an original Norell that I did with big flowers on the sleeve. This was like the most fun of all the Norells I did. But then I told Mr. Norell that my favorite designer, thank you very much, was Coco Chanel. I was crazy for Coco Chanel, and interestingly enough, here's the Coco Chanel that I made when I was a student, the Coco type jacket, only I made a mini skirt to go with it, very short skirt. People didn't wear that, and Coco's skirt was long to the knee. And then I wore lace stockings with the Coco Chanel jacket. I wore lace stockings. And my teachers in the school, they said to me, and my best friend Mia, who also was wearing mini skirts, they said, we can't recommend you for a job. We can't. This is too, you're crazy. You're too crazy. The clothes you make, no one's going to buy and wear. So artists, here's what I wanted to tell you, especially fashion artists, do not pay any attention to your teachers, because they're older than you and they're not with it. And if you as an artist want to stay with it, I promise you, you hang out with the kids. You hang out with the kids, you watch the kids' movies on TV, you go to where the kids go, you go to the malls and you follow the kids, you see what they're shopping and buying. You hang out with the kids. It's all with the kids. It's not with the 70 and the 60-year-olds. It's all with the kids. Now when you hang out with the kids and you follow their fashion and you make it, what's the point if you have a business? If you're an artist, you're making clothing, you're making handbags, you're making jewelry, you're making things people want to buy, pillows, homeware. What's the point? The point isn't that it's great art. The point is that it's fantastic and look good on a wall. A painting would, but not clothing, not pillows. It's not great art. You want to sell it. The point is to sell. So when you go to school and you become an artist and you have jobs, I want you, and you're in production of things, I want you to learn one thing from Grandma Vicky. I want you to learn to sell. You got to learn to sell, and sell and sell and then sell some more. Thank you.